Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Nice set for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Keith. Thanks so much, Keith. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. So he does a YouTube channel as well. I've talked about him many times. Excuse me. His channel is called 93 Lumber. It's all spelled out, and I'll put it in the description box below. So I did already open this because it's from 2014, and it says, warning, contents under pressure. Please open with care. So I'm like, let me open it over the sink. And as always, when I take the time to open a beer over a sink, it doesn't gush. But sometimes when I do it right here, it does gush. So it did not gush at all. It was fine. So this is Free Will. I've really enjoyed a lot of different beers from them at this point. And I've not had a Kriek. And I actually didn't realize it was from 2014 until I went to look at the label and saw like the warning and everything. But I was wondering if how old it was because the label is so different. So yeah, I'm really excited. I haven't had it. I love Krieks. I haven't had one in a while, like a long while. Closest I've had actually would be Three Philosophers because that has 2% Kriek. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this. So I will say this, and you can probably kind of tell already, I had quite the opposite of a gusher when I opened it, in that there wasn't much of a pop or anything. So in the last, 6, 7, 8 years, maybe some of that, slowly seeped out of the cap. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like a beer that has a little bit of cherry added. Not a ton of carbonation, like I was saying. The head is like almost like you just like fast, like you poured water like really fast, and it just kind of has like a little bit and then goes away immediately. It's not a lot there. Let's get into the aroma. Smells good. So I mean, you definitely get that tart cherry for sure. There's like a little bit of other like fruity esters, little apple, like an apple cider, pear cider also. So it does lead fruity that way, but it's not full on funk, but it's got a little bit of funk, but not like full on like a wet horse blanket or something like that far. Good hefty lemon zest. Like you literally like have a lemon and you have a zester, and you do a really nice. You get a lot of that in the pass. Yeah, a little lemon zesty vibrancy. Smells fantastic. Let's get into the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Keith. Okay. So it does taste really good. I mean, I never had it fresh. I've never had this beer before at all. But like the flavor is there. Again, it doesn't have like a ton of carbonation or anything, but you get that cherry into a little bit tart cherry. The apple, more the apple cider than pear, at least on the taste for me, even though I got both in the aroma a little bit. You do get that lemon zestiness, a little bit of orange zest also, which I did not get in the aroma. And yeah, it has a little bit of like that funkiness you kind of want in a beer like that. So like just in a really cool way, which I appreciate. There's almost this, it doesn't quite taste like cinnamon, but it reminds me, this is what it is. It's like a plain graham cracker, not the one that has cinnamon sugar on top. So I think between that, and like cherry with that maltiness, almost like a cherry pie that maybe you'd want to put like a little cinnamon into the cherry mix when you're baking it. So like it has the like the ghost whisper of like, don't you kind of want a little cinnamon in this, because there's like these two notes that you like paired with cinnamon. And I get that sometimes in beers. Not, again, I haven't had a Kriek in a while, but sometimes I have a beer where I'm like, oh yeah, like kind of like am longing for cinnamon in it, if that makes sense as a tasting note. Yeah, this is phenomenal. Good level of acidity without being too much. Like it's not like bile or something, right? And I've had some beers like that. It's got a nice touch of acidity. balanced out with some sweetness and all those fruity elements that I've talked pretty, at length about. I think this is really good. And again, I never had it fresh, but man, 8 years in the bottle, it's doing fine. Unless you like it really carbonated, then yeah, I mean, again, it's just to find, because it's such a good beer, I'm like trying to think of something to knock. So yeah, there you go. Like the carbonation did not hold up in 8 years. But anyway, I think it's really tasty. Thanks again, Keith. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys check him out. And again, I'll put him, I will at him in the description box below. So you can just click on it, go right to his channel, subscribe, check him out. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.